So this is what this United States scientist said. I work in the healthcare field. Here's the problem. We are testing people for any strain of any strain of coronavirus. Let that sink in.
Okay, YouTubers, welcome to Diverging Perspective. This is your host, Patrick Penry. It's the 31st of March, 2020. And folks, I've been hearing this in the background that the test for COVID-19 is really not a test specifically for the COVID-19 strain. And so I began to look around and start to pay attention. Well, I realized that in no local, state, or federal statement have they mentioned that the test is specifically for COVID-19. Even the Deborah Bricks hasn't mentioned it. Anthony Fauci hadn't mentioned it. I haven't heard Penn mention it or Trump mention it. I can't find an official source anywhere, or at least at the time I couldn't find an official source to say that it was specifically for COVID-19, nor have I heard this in the mainstream media. They have not said it was specifically for the strain COVID-19. And so I found that unusual. So after listening to the David Icke video, I began to look into it. Well, let's talk about what I've come across, because so far what I find, this is from the United States Food and Drug Administration. This first screen capture is the page I'm drawing this from, just to show you this is an official United States government source. And right here on that front page it says, question, is there a test for COVID-19? Answer, currently there is no FDA approved or cleared test to diagnose or detect COVID-19 because the virus that causes COVID-19 is new. Therefore, the FDA has issued several emergency use authorizations for the use of new diagnostic tests to detect the SARS-CoV-2 virus, which causes COVID-19. During public health emergencies declared under Section 564 of the FD&C Act, the FDA is able to issue EUAs when certain criteria are met that allows for the use and distribution of potentially life-saving medical products to diagnose, treat, or prevent disease, so on and so forth, blah, blah. But there it says right here, currently there is no FDA approved or cleared test to diagnose or detect COVID-19 because the virus that causes COVID-19 is new. So they're just testing for this general SARS-CoV-2 virus, right? That is not specifically the COVID-19 virus. I gather it could cause COVID-19. But what it looks like right now is all this data would be flawed. If this is true, and I'm hoping someone can debunk me, I'm hoping I'm wrong, I don't know what I'm talking about. This is not my field of study. I studied anthropology, collapse of civilizations. This is not in my field. However, it certainly does look like the data would be flawed. If this is in fact the case, you're only testing for a generalized virus that has the potential that might cause COVID-19. It's not specifically for COVID-19. It says that right here on the Food and Drug Administration site. You can go onto the net. I'll leave a link to it as well. I'll leave a link. There's at least one of these David Icke videos you should look at, because he goes further into the numbers and how it would how flawed the results would be because of this. Okay, so right now it doesn't look good. I'm hoping someone can debunk me. If you have evidence to the contrary of what I'm seeing here, please, I'd like to know about it. If you're in the medical field and you know more about this than we do and can tell me that somehow these tests can show specifically COVID-19, I'd like to know, because if not, people might be sick with just a flu-like coronavirus, and that's all this test is showing. So the data would be extremely flawed. Okay, that's it, folks. I want this to be a short video. That's it. Patrick Penry, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Be safe, be healthy, and God bless. Over and out.